Hey everybody, welcome back to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel. In today's super fun video, we are going to be opening up a really fun product. And if you're into any type of baking or pizza making, you are going to love what's in this box. And I am super excited for this. So without any further ado, let's get into this. This is going to be fun. This just arrived and I am really excited. Oh boy. The moment for the big reveal. Very nice to see, well packaged. That's nice always to see. And here we have some nice instructions here. Let's see. Before first use, baking, cleaning, all kinds of tips. And I'll tell you right now, this here is a product from LloydPans. Okay, these are really neat baking pans for pizza and all kinds of other things. They are amazing. And if you know anything about this company, this here, you cannot get better pans for pizza or overall baking. These are just the best pans that you can get, period. This company and the pans that they make are highly regarded in the baking industry. They are just #1 across the board. Okay, here we go. Right here you can see LloydPans, made in the USA. We've got two nice lids. Oh, these are going to be so fun. Let's remove this. There we go. Check these out. Look at this. Oh, I am going to put all of the information for these pans down underneath the video in the description box. So that link will take you to these exact pans on their website. So we have 2 pans and 2 lids. So the official name for this pan is a handheld style pizza pan. But in the pizza industry, these are better known as Detroit Slims. And the reasoning behind the name is that these pans are used with a Detroit style pizza, but you can see how slender these are. So these are more for a person who is eating a personal pan pizza. You can see the really nice size for a single serving. And on screen, you'll see all of the dimensions for these pans. And I'll just quickly go over what they are here. So I'll get this on here. You're talking 11 inches long and about 3 inches wide. If you want to know how tall they are, about 1.5 inches tall. So they are just a perfect size for pizza. I'm going to do a series of fun videos with these pans. We're going to do some personal pizzas in here, and we're also going to do some other stuff. I can see all kinds of really cool things that we can make in here. We could do breads, we could do little apple pies. You can just think of endless possibilities with these nice pans. What's unique to these pans is that they have a special coating. It's called PSTK, and that stands for Pre-Seasoned Tough Coat. And this special coating is only available on LloydPans. So what I'm really loving too is the lids. They fit perfectly on here. Look at that. Let me just lift that up so you can see. Oh, that is so nice. Look at this. And check that out. These are stackable. So that is an extra bonus right there. These lids fit really well, so I can see that if you're going to be proofing dough in here, very nice. Going to keep dust off of things as well. So it's a real advantage getting the lids that go with these pans. Anyway, I am super excited about these. Let's just take a little look here. Very well made. Hey everybody, to finish off our video, I have 2 doughs that I just made in another video, so if you want to see that, I'll put a link to it underneath this video in the description box. These are about 100 One's 132 grams, the other one's 131 grams. And these have been sitting here about 2 hours or so. So, since this is the first time that I'm using these pans, I took a guess to see how much dough I would need. Maybe I'm going to need a little bit more. I don't really know. So we're going to first get out our dough. So I'm going to get that out. Okay. And I am going to add a little bit of flour down on my table here. Just like that. We'll get the dough onto there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start shaping it. Make sure I'm on camera. And I think next time, in my next video, I will be using a little bit more dough. So this is our first trial run. So I just want to get it as long as the pan. Just get it all nice. So you can see how that flour helps out with the stretching process. I want to get it about the same. It's about right. Don't want it too thin on the edges. Yeah, I would go a little bit more on that dough. So that was what, 130, 131, 132. I'd probably go for probably 150 to start off with. But that looks pretty good. So now I have sprayed this with a little bit of olive oil spray, and then we're just going to get that right in there. It's not too bad. I'm just trying to push it, maneuver it down so it's a little bit thicker on this edge. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't make the dough that much. Yeah, I'd say about 150 would be good for this. But this is my first official trial run. So let me just show you what it looks like. That looks good. A little bit more flour down. Let's get that on there. And let's go for that second one. There we go. And I am going to bake this in my standard kitchen oven. And I'm going to go around 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's about 232 degrees Celsius. Let's get that like that. Okay. I think that's good. So let's get that in there. Make sure I'm on camera. And push that in. And I can actually see another use for this already, is that I could be doing little pizza hot dogs, which I've done in my pizza oven. But this would be kind of cool, kind of like a little pizza submarine. I think that would be a kind of a cool video to do. I just want to get that right down in the corners. That looks really good, just like that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Now you've got an option. You can let these sit here for a little bit and rise, or you can just get your stuff on right away and bake, which is what I'm going to do. If you were going to let these rise, you can just spray them with a little bit of olive oil, or just drizzle a little bit of oil and just use your fingers or a silicone brush to get them down. And then this is where the lids are really handy, because then you can just take your lid, instead of using saran wrap or plastic film, you can just do this, and that is perfect. So you can see how really nice that these lids are. Oh, I am loving these lids. So you could do that. So there's a really good example for those lids. We're going to go in with some sauce. Now I may try this in one of my pizza ovens at a later time, but for the first trial run I am going to just do it in the regular oven where I have a lot more control. I'm going to go at that 450, which isn't too hot. I could go 550, but I think it's a little bit too much for something small like this. And another really good way that you can use the lids is, let's say you have these in the oven and you think that the top is burning. the cheese is starting to burn a little bit, then what you can do is you can take those lids while these are in the oven and put the lids on, because the lids are oven safe. So that looks good. And then how about some cheese? So let's get a little bit of cheese. Now I weighed out my cheese. That's 100 grams of cheese. And I'm not going to use nearly that amount. I was figuring 50 grams per pizza, but I think that's too much. So I'm going to get that on there. So I think that looks pretty good. I don't want to go crazy with the cheese. I think that looks good, just like that. So even at this point, if you wanted these to rise a little bit, you just grab your lids and get them on. And you know what else you could do? You could freeze these just like that. If you want to use them tomorrow, the next day, next week, you're ready to go. Just bring them up to room temperature naturally and then right into your oven. Anyway, there we go. So let me remove those. That looks good. So my oven, I'm gonna go get my oven ready to go. That'll give these just a little chance to puff up a little bit on the edges into the oven, and then I'm gonna come back. Hey everybody, I am back, and I baked both of these pizzas for 10 minutes in my 450 degree Fahrenheit oven. Check that out. They look amazing. And if you want information about these really cool pizza pans, check the link underneath my video. Anyway, check that out. That looks really good. I'm just gonna see if I can lift those out. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, this little spatula from IKEA is perfect. Let's get that out. That is nice. They came out super easily. I'm really impressed. And look at that slim design on those pizzas. Oh. Wow. That looks awesome. It's still pretty hot. Look at that. If you want a super dark crisp crust, you can add a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, and that's just going to make that whole crust just kind of sizzle and deep fry. Let me turn it over. You can see a nice browning on there. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Oh, I am impressed. Very, very happy with these pans. So let's bring in our cutting board. Make sure we're on camera. I'll get one of these here. Look at that. Where am I? There, that's good. And let's cut into that. Wow. Well, let's check that out. Oh, this is so fun. Look at that. Nice bake on there. Baked all the way through. Very, very nice. I'm going to go in for a little bite. Mmm. Perfect. Okay, that was really good. Anyway, there we have it. Amazing pans, really fun pizza. Can you imagine having some of these at a party? Oh, everybody's going to be talking about these pizzas just because of that pan. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish, and if you're on Facebook, I'm also over there at BakeLikeAPro. So again, all of the information about these pans underneath the video in the description box. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, I'm going in for another bite. That is so much fun. And please subscribe to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel, and also click that notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a brand new video.